All good? Sorry guys, we're just waiting for the live stream to set up. All good? Okay, first thing guys, thanks everyone for making the time and effort on a Sunday night to come to the draw and officially have the conversations with all the teams and team delegates that are here tonight and all the ones that are on live stream. Just to let you know how things are going to go tonight, we're going to start with an acknowledgement to country by Ash Moran, and then after that we're going to proceed to our President's address, which will be from Mitchell Johnson, the Northern United Rugby League Club President. And after that, I'll take everyone through a few little things that questions that have been asked in relation to the packages that have been given out, and more importantly, some of the rules related to the knockout this year. And then also after that, we'll get straight into the draw. We're going to do the women's section of the draw first tonight, because we do have some ladies that have travelled from out of town to be here tonight, so it's really important we actually allow them to travel back safely. So we'll get that one done first. So I'll get Ash to come now to do acknowledgement to country.
Sorry. All right. So just be on behalf of the Widjabul Aboriginal Corporation, Gurrumbul Aboriginal Corporation, as the chair for the corporation. Look, I just want to give a quick acknowledgement to everyone that's travelled near and far, but also acknowledge our elders past and present, and those emerging too as well. But also, it's come around again, knockout time. So yeah, look, draw. Everyone enjoy the night, but also, you know, it's luck of the draw. It's the way knockout football goes. But look, just want to extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Gurrumbul Aboriginal Corporation, Widjabul Waible Country. So welcome to, you know, Western Bundjalung, Yaegal, we got Dungutty, Gumbaynggirr, Skinner, Barkindji team, Wabikal, Banjalang, Midjabul, Nibal, Gumroy. So, you know, we've got a large collection of teams this year, so I want to give a quick acknowledgement to all those teams that's going to be participating at this year's carnival. All the best in the draw, all the best for the weekend. Thank you.
Okay, before we hand over to Mitch Johnson, I'm actually going to ask everyone to stand for a minute's silence before we go any further, please. Thank you. Going to hand you over now to the Northern United Rugby League Club President for 2023, Mitch Johnson.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Look, I won't keep you all too long. Just first of all, a big welcome to those who've travelled tonight. We've probably got a good 50, 60 people in the room here tonight for the draw, and also a big welcome to all you guys who are online. You know, everyone's keen. I think anticipation's building now for the, you know, for the carnival. We've got 20 teams in the men's draw, 6 teams in the women's, so 26 teams participating over the 3 days. It's going to be a great weekend of Aboriginal football, I think, and we're really looking forward to it as a club. Northern United, we've had a big year this year in the local competitions, but now that that's all finished, we're switching our minds to knockout football, as everyone is this time of year. So look. Really look forward to hosting you over those 3 days, beginning on the 15th. We're really looking forward as a club for a successful carnival, and I'm sure tonight with everyone here and you guys online, we'll be able to make it successful and bigger and better. I think, 26 teams is going to be a big carnival for us. So going to be everything's going to be run pretty much on time. We've got the draw all done, all the time slots are there. So we're really asking team delegates and teams to really stick strictly to those time frames so we can get all the games in. But in saying that as well, we're planning on bigger and better things for next year with more teams. We want to get more and more teams involved in this thing. So anyway, I won't keep you much longer. Pass back over to Chris. He's going to run through a few rules and things, and then we're going to get straight into the draws. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks, Mitch. Okay, thanks, Mitch and Ash, for the welcome and also for the address, Mitch. Thank you very much. As we know, guys, we are live streamed tonight. And for those viewers that are out there that are delegates of teams, we're just going to do a bit of a protocol in relation to the rules of the knockout, just so we're very clear on what the expectations are from every team that's participating, from our women right through to our men. The rules aren't different, okay, between the women and the men. So just a couple of things. Firstly, we can all see up here, it's the Lismore Aboriginal Rugby League knockout carnival. So just to be straight up with everybody, because I know this is a little bit of a contentious issue, you must be Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander to participate in this event this year. Any non-Indigenous players participating in the event that are named in any team and takes the field will be disqualified. You won't be getting a refund because it states clearly what the knockout is. Okay, we've had that many phone calls about players participating in the knockout this year, from non-Indigenous players being non-Indigenous, obviously, but from all different nationalities. Okay, so pretty straightforward with this one. It is the Aboriginal knockout. Okay, our rules do not differ from the one we're going to in 2 weeks or 3 weeks' time down at the Koori knockout. So if you want to run the gauntlet, and it is found out that you have a non-Indigenous player participating in your team will be disqualified from participating in the knockout at that point. If you win a game and it's brought to our attention, you will be disqualified to go any further in the event. That's in both the women's and the men's. Okay, second thing that I want to cover off in the rules. We've been asked on numerous occasions over the last couple of weeks. We are sanctioned by New South Wales Rugby League. We play under those rules and conducts and codes. If you have a player that is under 17, they must fill out the form that's in this package by their parents, and their parents have to sign with the player before that player can play. If you are 16, you will not be allowed to play under the New South Wales Rugby League's rules. So any team that has a 16-year-old player in their team, again, and it's brought to our attention that he is a 16-year-old player, you will be disqualified. Okay? So that's not one player, that's any player in any team, from our women's right through to our men. Any questions about that? Okay, good. Moving right along, the other rules we've said tonight, I know that some people just turned up late. In the pack, you also got given your team delegates and also team sheet list. They must be filled in and provided to myself or through the Northern United email, which I think we've got a number of those ones on there, but they must be filled in and handed in by tonight if you can, please. Again, we're doing that in line with the rules. Our rules align with both the Koori knockout and also with the New South Wales Rugby League guidelines. As Mitch said, it's going to be played over 3 days. So Friday will be the women's side of the draw. That'll be done very shortly. On the women's side of the draw, at this stage, up until probably last week, we're a little bit worried because the venue we are hosting it at this year will be Oaks Oval. We all know where that is. and we were a little bit up in the air about the Crozier Oval as well, maybe not being available already, but we've now can confirm that both ovals will be ready to play on, which is great for the event, and it now means that we can look at particularly the women. I know there were concerns about we potentially were looking at starting at about, originally it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We now are going to go back to 12 o'clock start for the women. Okay, because now we have the two venues. And also the other thing that I want to probably draw to people's attention is that for the men's draw, the games will start at 8:30 in the morning for the simple fact that everything else bar the lights at Oaks Oval and Crozier Oval, the lights on both those grounds won't be ready and available to use. So for that reason, we have to finish our last game on each day by no later than 4 o'clock. 4:30 at the latest, is that right, Ash? 4:30. So that's the reason we've had to schedule things the way that we've had to this year. It's purely and simply come down to the venue and knowing or not knowing what was going to be ready or not ready. So the lights are definitely not ready, but everything else will be. The only thing will be on the Crozier Oval field, the underneath dressing sheds of Crozier Oval will not be ready and functional. So all teams that are playing and participating will be getting dressed or in the dressing sheds underneath the Gordon Pavilion, which is at the Oaks Oval. There's 4 dressing sheds in there. They've all just been upgraded and made ready. So all teams that will be playing both on Crozier and Oaks will be getting dressed or ready underneath Oaks Oval and then progressing their way. The teams that will play over on Crozier will make their way around for their games and scheduled times. The match duration is exactly the same as what it normally is. It's 20 minutes each way, no half time. Change straight over, okay, until we progress through to semis. The semi-finals for the women will be 20 minutes each way and a 10-minute half-time break. Okay, the same for the men. It'll be 20 minutes each way in the semis with a half-time break of 10 minutes, and then the final will be played in the men's over 30 minutes each way with a half-time break as well, 10 minutes. Outside of that, I think that's pretty much most of those rules. As I said, we are sanctioned for the event under New South Wales Rugby League guidelines. There's one more thing I did forget, sorry. You've all would have seen the Facebook, I suppose, message that's been put out by the Koori knockout, which is run down at Tuggerah this year. The rules as it states in relation to suspended players. This knockout isn't sanctioned to allow suspended players to participate in any way, shape or form. Okay? That is clearly an issue for the Koori knockout down at Tuggerah on the October long weekend. This knockout will abide by the rules of New South Wales Rugby League in relation to suspended players. If you are a suspended player in the women's or men's, you will not be allowed to participate in next weekend's carnival. So if we do come across a team sheet and we do find out that a player is suspended and you have played him in your team will be disqualified. So I can't be any more clearer than that, guys, on that one. We will have New South Wales Rugby League at the event for the whole time of the event as part of the sanctioning rules that we've got with them. They will have their database set up and they will know every player in this state who's been suspended. And that list will be provided to us at the carnival. So don't try and run the gauntlet with your team, please. If you know a player suspended, I suggest you have a conversation with that player between now and next weekend, because they will not be allowed to participate as a player in this event. Any questions? Good? Okay, are we all okay to get along straight now into the draw? All good. Okay, so we're going to go into the women's draw. We'll explain how that draw is going to be done. What's going to happen is we've got all the teams, the 6 teams that are nominated in this year's event, I will call out very shortly. All those teams have been placed in the box that everyone can see. Your name or the name of that team is actually in that box as well. So once one of those little, what are they? Baubles? Baubles? I think that's what they're called. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they're called. Will open up, and then your name will be put up so everyone can see. So before we go into the draw, the 6 teams in the women's event this year is Cabbage Tree Island. Forgive me if I say some of these wrong too, please. Dungari Debare. I'm sorry about that one if I got it wrong. Nullingar Dubs United. Norma Collins Shorty Memorial. Patsy Gordon Memorial. And Tweed Connection Stingrays. So they're the 6 teams to participate in the women's event on the 15th, which is the Friday. And then obviously the semi-final will also be played on the Friday, with the finalists going through to the Sunday. So I'm going to ask a delegate from is there any men's delegates here today? I'm going to ask a delegate to come forward from any team to pick out something out of the box, and then we'll name that. And then Mitchell, you'll see the draw go up here on the screen behind us. Sorry for the flickering. In the order that they come out. So if you could see up on the draw, Team 1 goes into that slot over here. Team 2 goes into the bottom slot down here, which is the first 2 teams drawn out is a bye. The third team drawn out, goes into the game 2 over here. The 4th team goes into game 1. The 5th team goes into game 5, and the 6th team goes into game 4. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, all good. I can't see it, sorry, my eyes are flickering with that screen. So that's the way it's going to work. Any questions about that before we do it? All good. No questions means we can move right along. Okay, if I call your name out, it's not to put you on show, it's actually to come out and draw something out of the box. So I might ask Gary Williams to come up first, please. I just looked straight down the barrel, brother, not seeing you, sorry. Can I get someone to hold? Yeah, can someone hold this wall? I can't do. Okay, here we go. The first team coming out for the women's side of the draw. This will be coming out as Team 1. Okay, it's the Norma Collins Shorty Memorial. We'll go to first round bye. Okay, can we get, before you put your leg up, Amanda Roberts, do you want to come out, please? Sorry, sis. Can you just stay here? Second team out in this draw is the Cabbage Tree Island women's team. Okay, can I get Gemma Roberts to come out, please? You were walking this way, so just stay here instead of walking away all the time. Okay, the third team to come out in the women's draw is, I'm going to get John to say this one.
Dungari Bade.
Dungari Bade. There you go, I got it right now. Okay. Katrina, can I ask you to come up, please? The third team coming out for the women's draw, fourth team is it? Sorry. Is Tweed Connection. So Tweed Connection will play 12 o'clock on field 1, which is Oaks Oval. Can we see anybody? We'll get Ash to come out. You're not caught up with any team, mate? The next team out is Nullingar Dubs United. I'll do the last one. One. Do you want to open it for me? I don't know. So the last team out of the women's draw, obviously, is Patsy Gordon Memorial. So we'll wait till Mitch puts this up so we can actually let people know. Okay, there you go. So the first game on field 1 for the women's side of the draw will be Tweed Connection Stingrays v Nullingar Dubs United, starting at 12 o'clock on Oaks Oval. Friday. Yes, not Saturday, Friday. That game will be followed at 12:45. Dungari Badair v Patsy Gordon Memorial. The winners out of those games will progress through to the second round. Obviously, on the second round, the Norma Collins Memorial will play the winner of the Tweed Connections and Nullingar Dubs at 2:15 p.m. on field, all on Oaks Oval, followed by the last game of the day at 3 p.m. between Cabistry Island and the winner of Dungari Badair and the Patsy Gordon Memorial. All good? Any questions? All good. Thank you very much for your patience with the women's draw. We want to now have a... Do we need to add any more before we go into the men's draw? All the draws will be emailed to all the delegates tonight and also placed on the Northern United Facebook site. So is that 20? I'll do that at the end. Is that it? 20 teams in that? Okay, so are we all good now to progress to the men's draw? Before we start, I'll name the teams that are participating in the men's draw. We've got 20 teams this year. The teams participating in the men's draw, starting on the Saturday, is the Cabistry Island team, Cabo, Casino All Blacks, Country Coastal Brothers, Kabui Connection, Gordon Copeland Memorial, I think this is right, Gambangi Yangai, I was close, Inverell Roosters, Julie's Rabbitohs, the Lismore Wanderers, Muller Raiders, Murray John Memorial, NAB, Nyingbull Brothers, Steve O. Williams Memorial, Stony Gully, Tabulum Turtle Divers, Torrance Descendants, Torrance Connections, Victor Wright Edleyvale Memorial, and Yambora Roos. They're your 20 teams to participate in the men's knockout starting on the Saturday, the 16th. We'll now, you can see the draw up there. We'll follow the same process. Are you going to stay here, John? Yeah, we'll just stay here then. Okay, well, everyone's okay to move straight into the men's draw now? All good? Okay, the first person we'll get up here tonight is Ryan Walker. Before he gets too comfortable sitting up the back. I'm not going to go through that one like I did the last one because that's really, you can all see, hopefully. First team drawn out of the box is the Cabistry Island team, Cabo. First team drawn out. Can I get Uncle Wayne to come up, please? Team 2. Just one, Uncle. You wouldn't believe it. Tabulum turtle divers. No, it wasn't. Okay, we'll get Willie Hammond to come down, please. Yeah, I can't. Another coincidence. NAB. Okay, we're going to get Roy Bell to come down. He'll be part of the commentary team this weekend, or the weekend of the knockout as well, so. Country Coastal Brothers. We'll get Nicky Roberts to come down, please. Who we got up front here? I can't even see. Yeah. Stony Gully. Okay, we're going to get Lorraine Williams to come out. Yeah, really. Hey, that'll do. The next team out is the Inverell Roosters. We'll get Bucky to come down. You don't have to do it every time. Okay, the next team out is Julie's Rabbitohs. Okay, Clinton Roberts, please. Cavey. Next team out is the Muller Raiders. Okay, Jermaine Bradshaw, you want to come down, mate? One of our referees for the weekend. Nightingale Brothers. We'll get Gary Roberts to come down, please. Torrance Connections. Get Johnny Walker to come out. The next team out is the Steve O. Williams Memorial. Okay, we get Ezekiel McKenzie to come out, please. The next team out is the Lismore Wanderers. Okay. Luina, do you want to come out and draw, please? You don't have to. I know they haven't. The next team out is the Casino All Blacks. Thank you, sis. Okay, we're going to get Ant Skinner to come out, please. Kabui Connections. Going to get Sheldon Harrington, please. How many of us? Got 6 to go, guys. Is Torrance Descendants. Can we get Alan McKenzie, please? Without the applause. Murray John Memorial. Can I get Tom Kelly to please to come out? Didn't see Tom hiding over in the corner there, but it's all right, mate. Down to the last 4, guys. Gordon Copeland Memorial. Can I get Mia Randall to come out, please? Down to the last 3, guys. Nearly there. That's the Victor Wright Edley Vale Memorial Team. Kari Williams, please. 2 to go, guys. Gambangi Yangai. And the last one, well, we could actually draw the last one. You're all happy with that? Oh, get out. Yeah, he's all happy. I'll go. Okay, the last team out of the draw for the 20 teams in the men's side of the draw is the Yambora-roos. So there you go, guys. That's the men's side of the draw which will start on the Saturday. I'm not going to take you through it. You can see it up on the screen. It will be posted out or emailed out to all the delegates, and it'll also be on the Northern United Facebook site tonight. Well, we might actually, we'll also have copies of the draw printed out at the gate on the Friday for people to take with them. Outside of that, I think that's pretty much... Oh, sorry, there was one more thing that I forgot to cover off. Just so you know, the Magellan Street will be closed to all traffic on the Friday. Okay, so parking will be directly across the road from the new Caltex garage, and then at the back of where the old TAFE used to be in Lismore. So Magellan Street will be blocked off. The entrance down at the front of Magellan Street, there will be a pick-up and drop-off point for elders. The other point to make for our elders is that on entry, the first grandstand, and we've had to do this because of the shaded area and we're not able to utilise the Gordon Pavilion at this point in time. So the first grandstand will be made available for all of our elders. There'll be signage up for that as well. Oh, yes. So, pick-up of jerseys. Please keep your eye on the Northern United Facebook site. We did make a point at the start by saying that everyone's jerseys or playing apparel will be provided to them for pick-up on the Friday, but we may have an earlier pick-up point. Both myself and Jan might be able to have that happen on Wednesday. For those teams that can, we'll let you know when that is, but we'll confirm that by no later than Tuesday. Please keep your eye on the Northern United Facebook site. With that notice, if it is, we'll tell you where the pick-up point will be. Likely place will be down at Oaks Oval.
And the last one was the NRL ID. So those that don't have an NRL ID, well, they're not part of the insurance.
Yeah, guys, Ash just made a good point. Look, we're going to have, I know people are struggling with your coaches and also with your support staff in your league safes, and more so your level 2, which is your sports trainer. We hope to have one sports trainer or 2 sports trainers available for both grounds on the Friday and Saturday and Sunday. That's in case there's any serious injury to any player in any team. That also covers the teams that are participating. But for those teams that have got your league safe, which is just your yellow shirts, and your trainer, I think it's level 2 trainer, or level 1 trainer, sorry, which is your blue shirt. Okay, you need to make sure there's 2 things. You put it on your form, and you also make sure they provide us with their ID, not their driver's licence, their NRL ID, so that they're registered. So that way we can look them up. Again, New South Wales Rugby League will be on site throughout the whole event. They will be checking that specific thing around the level 1 trainers and also the league safe. And for anyone that wants to know, if you're not already registered as a league safe or yellow shirt, it's a pretty simple process. You can actually go online and do it straight away overnight, or not even overnight. It takes no more than half an hour to register for a league safe. I suggest if you haven't already done it, you let your teams know you can do it. You go onto the NRL app, and then you actually follow the process and look for league safe course, and you can do it online. Takes no more than half an hour. That will register you to run the water in the yellow shirts. Okay, so, and for those clubs that are here tonight, please, if you've got your yellow shirts and your blue shirts, can you please ensure that your teams have them on the sideline? Last thing, both on Crozier and on Oaks, no supporters will be allowed inside the fenced perimeters. It'll be players and officials of those teams only. So please, we know what the knockout's like. We know that the numbers on the sides or on the benches get overwhelmed. Strictly this year, on both grounds, no one that's not participating as a player, coach or trainer will be allowed inside the fenced areas on both grounds. Okay, so if that does happen and we see it happen, the games will be pulled up until all people are back behind the fenced area. There's ample space in both venues for people to watch the game from behind the fenced area, so please ensure your teams have the adequate number of people out on the benches and not over numbers. So it's 25 per team, a coach, a yellow shirt and a blue shirt, okay, and your manager. That is it. You can't have 35 people standing out there on a bench with you, otherwise the game will stop until those numbers are brought back down to what the numbers should be. If you argue the point, it's pretty simple. You will be disqualified. We're not going to muck around with that sort of stuff this year, okay, because it was over numbers last year, and we won't be tolerating those numbers behind the fenced areas in any games at all on both those grounds.
So just quickly, last two. Wow. So the last two, one is there's a misprint in the rules. So you might see NRL ID number. So don't worry about that. Players that don't have ID numbers don't have to fill it out. All right? Because there's obviously going to be players that are not registered in a mainstream competition and won't have a NRL or New South Wales Rugby League ID number. You don't have to fill that section out. Another thing, the function, Northern United function, here. All right? Saturday night. Monday night? No.
And for those people that do come to that, Ash will be doing the entertainment, so P. Diddy will be on, so let's make sure you get all your friends and family. You'll make it a good night, okay? So other than that, thanks everyone for attending. If there's no questions, or if there is, you can come up and ask me. There will be a volunteers meeting for Northern United here tomorrow night at Clifford Park at 5 p.m. So anyone that's here from Northern, there will be a volunteers meeting up at Clifford Park at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody.